you go, here's a massive one. Our Lulu watch is on. What is this? Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning, Holly. What a beast. Big breakdown. Is the drill working there? I'm needing wellies this morning. Been a lot of rain last night. Wellies in the middle of August, never a good sign. So I need to go and pick up some small-ish square bales. They're like half size, don't know what you call them. For the sunflower maize, need to pick up a whole pile of them from kind of a farm about 20 minutes along the road. We got in touch yesterday, so we'll get them picked up. Got some wee ones to pick up as well. Going to make benches and whatnot out of them and tables out of straw bales. Probably need to go for wood chips at some point. Kevin's going to be cutting hedges round about entrances to fields along here at this yard. Dunk's coming along to, there's a trailer outside that door that needs to be emptied and cleaned, so he's going to do that. Just heading off now. I've got the trailer on, the wee flatbed, took the sides off of it so I can get the straw on. Not 100% sure what dimension these bales are, like 0.8 by 0.9 by, that's the other width, I don't know. I think it's like 8 foot or something. First load, I kind of optimistically thought I'd get 12 bales in that trailer, but I definitely wouldn't. I originally put some on sideways, but they hung right off the edge, really far off, like a foot each side. Didn't fancy it, so take these off and I'll head back along the road. It's only 15 minutes along the road, so I'll get another 6. Taking them off didn't really go as smooth as I thought it would. Anyway, go and pick up another 6 and pay for them as well. Back with load number 2 there, so try and get it off as well without breaking any strings. I've made a slightly better job of it this time. By the way, all the bales and the wee hay bales as well, they're for making tables and chairs out of at the sunflower maize. This is currently 2 days later, combining oilseed rape, so it's dried up, and I'm just making the video for the one you're watching right now. Don't want to put them out too early, just so they don't get wet and soggy. I mean, they're going to get wet regardless, but the later we leave it, the better, I think. Put the trailer back on again. Actually, I need to go and pick up hay bales. I forgot about that. Kev's in with a hedge cutter there. He was just adjusting the roller on it. He's been cutting hedges round about some gateways, and then he's going to cut some verges with the grass. So the roller, you adjust it down to, it then lets the flails be set at a height slightly above the roller, or wherever you want to set it, so that you run the roller across the ground and the flail cuts the grass just at that distance or whatever above the ground, so you're not mulching up the ground. Get loaded up with hay. Our Lulu watch is on. Back with a load of hay. They're all still in the trailer, which is good. Straw's over there, so we've got all the straw and hay bales we need for the sunflower bit. We're going to wait until it dries until we start putting them out, just because we're using the forklift and the ground is soft and wet. Wait until it hardens up and dries off. You'll be able to tell what I've been doing for the last few while from my fingers. Painting lots of things yellow. It's a bit of a wet, miserable, horrible day today, so thought I'd get on with doing some of this stuff in here. For the sunflowers, we've got the marker board over there. We've got the tatty box, which is painted with sunflower maize. These are boards that are going to be kind of instructions and an entry sign and whatnot. And a comment from a friend saying I wasn't 6 foot, but maybe the marker's wrong. But we're not going to do loads of things with the sunflower maize. We're going to do a few games, a few little bits here and there, and do them well, rather than kind of spreading ourselves thin, doing loads of different stuff and not really doing it that well. That's kind of the focus. I'd like to focus on that. And then it's kind of a proof of a concept, show that it's going to work for next year and it's worth doing. Bit of an experiment, but getting on with it. The rain just will not stop. It is soaking. Come into the shed and a dog is sitting on the pile of hay, but she doesn't jump on anything, so I don't know how she's got up there. I did have her up here earlier, but I definitely brought her down again. These bales, just taking all the straps off. I'm going to grab a few pallets, put them on pallets so we can shift them out to the field. when we get round to doing that. It won't be for, I don't know, a week or so at least. So it'll be easier to shift for a pallet than anything else. That's all the hay onto pallets now. Just stacked it over there with the straws as well. Get them out in a few weeks. Well, no, about a week. I think sunflowers will be about a week and a half. They needed one full, I reckon. I think about one full week of good sunshine, and I'll not be far away. I feel like I've done too much today. The painting took quite a while, didn't film any of that. Driving quite a bit here and there to pick up bales. Bit of a slow one. Probably today I'll be joined on tomorrow. To see the joiner first thing in the morning, so I'll see you in the morning with the joiner. It's really quite cold this morning. Coldest it's been for a while. This will not help the sunflowers grow too much. Should warm up throughout the day though. Highlanders are just on their way up to grab some grub. I fed the cows and calves, and then a wee little dribble to the sheep. That'll be everything fed. Calves, we need to bring them in soon to give them an injection. COVID pass for pneumonia and some other bits and bobs it covers. We'll do that. Probably give it a few days, let the ground dry up a bit before we head into the field and make a mess of it. That's the spinner for the back of the quad bike. Dunk's fitting it just now, and then he's going to go and spread slug pellets on the oilseed rape. We've not got that many slug pellets at the moment. We've ordered some, but they're not coming yet. So Dunk's just going to do the end rig of the field, because generally speaking the slugs kind of come off the margins into the field. So if you do the boundary, it kind of stops them migrating into the field as much. That's the plan anyway. There we go, that's the sheets up there. Jumping off the forklift saves a lot of work. Just shifting this trailer now, shift it over into that corner, get it out the road. It's currently sitting right where the wall's going to be. That'll do. You can see where you're meant to line up the drawbar from. Just looking in that mirror and down, just see the hitch in the bottom corner of the mirror. If I drive forward, you'll see it disappear. But obviously you use that mirror as a back marker when you reverse and hit walls, so it's never in the right place. Getting there with the blocks. I need to go and load a lorry of straw just now, just a wee one. So I'll grab the forklift, grab the grabs, put them on, and then go grab a quick cup of tea and then head along the road, get the lorry loaded. Dunk's got a quad bike loaded up there with slug pellets, spreaders. He'll just head along now and get that spread. The yard's packed with vans, lorries. Can hardly get past. This lorry's wood chips. That lorry's actually nothing to do with us. It's coming in for a gift voucher for the shop. He phoned ahead actually, he had our number. Check it's fine to park in the yard. Digger guys have arrived, they're going to put in drains along here to take the water from the gutters away off down to the waterways down there. So lorry of seed barley just arrived. It'll be winter barley. So I'll just go and take that off, put it into the shed. He's waiting on me. Oh no, he's not. He's coming around the corner. So lorry away now. Just going to grab the cage, just shift this bucket out of the way. There's a nest already in the new shed. Get rid of it. Some view from up here. Joiners need more sheets lifted up on top of the ceiling. We're going to shift them into place. He's also wooled some of the frame structure on the outside, insulated it, so he's going to board that. Needs a wee bit of help with that, so we'll see how he's getting on. More sheets up there in a pallet. Just brought this one down. Empty again. Getting through that stack now. Costs a fortune, that stack. Look at it. Wee bandit. I've bought that many of these flipping silicon, they were out at the shop, so I've wound up with 4 different colours. White, brown, grey and dark grey, which is also mixed with brown because I've been switching between them all. Dad's just picking up the forklift, he's away, he's going to take the food waste along the road, put it on the flatbed trailer, which he went and collected because Dunk had the quad bike to spread slug pellets. Now the quad bike's back, slug pellet spreader's back, and he's taking the food waste away. And we're done again. There's only 1, 2.5 and the corner section to go, so there's 3.5 sections to do. Almost finished. Ran out of silicon again, so I need to buy a couple more tubes and that'll finish that job up. Some of these sunflowers are huge. There you go, here's a massive one. They're massive. Coming along amazing. I honestly don't think we could do them any better, like in terms of, okay, maybe put them in a wee bit earlier and we get the weather a bit earlier, but when we put them in, the weather since then's been fantastic, phenomenal, couldn't be better. He was just kicking about at the moment with a topper. He was doing a few grass bits. I was folding them because there's a couple of bits to do at sunflowers, but he's tangled up a wire at the moment, so I'll just head back, help him on doing that so we can get a few bits done with sunflowers. And also the food waste bucket needs to come off the trailer. Dad took it along the road and emptied it. Spring barley behind me there. Heads are starting to go on it, starting to cope over fairly evenly. This is good. See here where the drainage is getting done, so they're taking away the water that comes off the gutters down into a waterway which runs off down there. They skip empty, back in action. That's some of what has come off. Wound up, wrapped in amongst there. Must have been hidden by loads of grass and then went to top it and it's all the way along there. Kev had chopped it all with a grinder, so we just freaked it all out. It didn't actually take too much effort. It's out now. Kev's gonna come back, we're gonna top a wee section out here, get rid of it, and then that'll give me a kind of base to put straw bales and tables. Get my good mulch. I'll get rid of them pretty quickly anyway. Soon disintegrates them anyway. That'll be fine. More sunflower painting, yellow boards everywhere. It's raining now, so we're just going to go and check the big new shed. There's a wee leak in the middle and it's raining quite heavy at the moment, so it'll give us a good chance to check it out a bit more, put the cage on, get up as high as we can. A couple of these bales are coming off, going to make a kind of entranceway out of them for the sunflower maze, an archway of sorts. I'll just stand these posts up in the middle of the bale, push them down with a forklift there, and then I'll get me a wee, I'll push it right away in so there's a wee bit of a stump sticking out, and that'll give me something to work off of that's already this height off of the ground. And I don't need to go too much higher to then make an archway out of it. Just like that. Try and keep it relatively straight. Now go and see what that's like. Oh, it's kind of ping squint. I can take it out again. That's the concept. This one needs squared off. I need to take that out and redo it. This one's dead straight. But you can see what I mean, and that's almost tall enough. You need to go slightly higher and I can build across the way without kind of actually building my way up too much. Should be a decent-ish structure. And then on the front of these bales, you can paint a sunflower there if you wanted. Not sure what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'll probably do that. Sunflower, a welcome sign there, and then open this up a good bit to let people through. Not many people are going to get through there. So this is a seed that came back. I loaded this into a lorry the other day. It's been treated, it's come back. It's our own seed, or well, it's a variety treatment, Rancona, 1,000 grain weight, 54 grams per 1,000 seeds. And then so we grew it the first time round for a seed crop. We'll resow it again. That'll just be a commercial crop for feed. This is today's question of the day. What is this? If you know what it is, what brand is it? Give you kind of an updated tour on this barn conversion. So store area is almost complete. The hatch, if you need to get up there. There's going to be kind of an L shape into here, so you come in the door there and you can either go into the store or into the office, which will be this bit behind me. That's going to be a window. What else have we got? So into the main store area. This outside section, not much has happened out here actually, but in here this is taking shape. So all the Kerto beams, that's what they're called, those red things are put into place. Laminated plyboard effectively of whatever width and diameter, width and length you want. So this section's all been done, sheeted. Those two sections have still to do. The whole thing is then to be insulated with wool and then another skin of plyboard on this side of it. And it's all to be plugs, sockets put in, lighting put in, and then power supply to the office as well. Anyway, that's everything for this video. Thanks for watching. Subscribers are still piling in. Don't forget to subscribe. We're still at 70% not subscribed, which is a bit nuts. It's just a red button, just go for it, click it, and it helps.